Auzubillahi minash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Welcome to our performance and career management class. In the last lecture, we discussed, in the last portion of the last lecture, we actually discussed about the criteria to measure the performance. And today we are going to discuss about the criteria that how we can actually measure the results and behaviors, because in the last lecture we also discussed that it is a very important part. Now, while discussing the measuring results, if one adopts a result approach to measure performance, one needs to ask the following questions. That would be like what are the where should each individual focus efforts, what are the expected objectives, and how do we know how well the results were achieved. Now, considering the first question, where should each individual focus efforts, it is basically showing the direction of direction towards where we can uh, just do the work in the broader way, so that we can say that this question is related to the key accountabilities. While as far as the second question is concerned, that is what are the expected objectives. So as you can see in the question that we are looking for the expected objectives, so it is basically concerned with the objectives. As far as the third question is concerned, it is related to how do we know how well the results were achieved. It means that we are going to the to check that whether an employee is doing a right thing or not. So for that we have to make some performance standards. So these are the important questions that we need to cater. So as a reminder, key accountabilities are broader areas of a job for which employee is responsible for producing results. As you can remember that there was a discussion of results that includes specific objectives that the employee will achieve as a part of accountabilities. So as far as the second portion is concerned, that is regarding objectives. So objectives are the statements of important and measurable outcomes, and then we discuss about the results that also means that what are actually the performance standards. So we will also discuss in details, but before that we are going to discuss about the key objectives or the learning objectives of this chapter. So the very first one is to adopt a results approach to measure performance, including the development of accountabilities, objectives and standards, because as we have discussed that there are three important things to actually measure the results or actually measure the behaviors. So if we are measuring those results, it means that we are using the results approach. So in this lecture we are going to adopt the results approach through accountabilities, objectives and standards. Then we will determine the accountabilities and the relative importance, because it is important to identify that why it is so important, why accountabilities are so important. And then in this lecture or in this chapter, we are going to identify the objectives that are specific and clear, challenging, agreed upon, significant, prioritized, bound by time, achievable, fully communicated, flexible and limited in number. Then the learning objective is to identify the performance standards that are related to the position, concrete, specific, measurable, practical to measure, meaningful, realistic and achievable, and reviewed regularly. And we are going to discuss also to adopt a behavior approach to measure performance, including the identification and assessment of competencies. Then we will develop competencies that are defined clearly, provide a description of specific behavioral indicators that can be observed when someone demonstrates a competency effectively. Provide a description of specific behaviors that are likely to occur when someone does not demonstrate a competency effectively, that what a competency is not, and include suggestions for developing them further. In the last, we will also develop a comparative performance measurement systems such as simple rank order, alternation rank order, paired comparisons, relative percentile, and forced distribution, being aware of the relative advantages and disadvantages of each. In the last, we will also develop absolute performance systems such as essays, behavior checklists, critical incidents, and graphic rating scales, and understand their advantages and disadvantages. So, as you know that this chapter basically revolves around three things while measuring the results. In overview, I can say that there are basically three things. The first one is the accountability. These are basically a set of accountabilities that are basically the directions towards that that is basically the direction that shows that in which direction we are going to move. And to be more specific regarding accountabilities, we make objectives, and while making objectives, we also make the performance standards. Performance standards are basically in the form of SOPs, like standard operating procedures, that basically direct an individual to perform a particular tasks. So there are different standards of different organizations and all that stuff, but more importantly, these all these accountabilities, objectives, and performance standards are basically used where are used basically in the organizations where they are more inclined towards the MBO philosophy, means management objective philosophy. यहाँ पे जो है वो ज़्यादातर वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस इसको यूज़ करती हैं जो कि मैनेजमेंट बाय ऑब्जेक्टिव फ़िलासफ़ी के जो है वो की तरफ इंक्लाइंड होती हैं. यहाँ पे मैं आपको एक एग्ज़ाम्पल देता हूँ पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट की. लाइक द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फॉर द चीफ ऑफ पुलिस ऑफ द सिटी ऑफ फ्लेवलैंड in the Netherlands includes a direct link between objectives of the police department and his personal income. Similarly, अगर हम बात करें एक और नीदरलैंड के शहर की, तो यहाँ पे जो है वो जो स्पेसिफिक परफॉर्मेंस ऑब्जेक्टिव है वो ये है कि आपने 150 सस्पेक्ट्स जो हैं वो पब्लिक वायलेंस के और 1050 माइनर सस्पेक्टेड जो हैं वो आपने जो है वो बेसिकली पकड़ने हैं और वो आपने लेके आने हैं. अब यही स्टैंडर्ड जो है वो इसी तरह के सिमिलर स्टैंडर्ड जो है वो इंग्लैंड के अंदर भी हैं. तो जब हम पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट की बात करते हैं तो उन्होंने स्पेसिफिक ऑब्जेक्टिव्स अपने बनाए हुए हैं कि किन किन लोगों को उन्होंने पकड़ना है, और इसके साथ साथ जो है वो टारगेट्स भी सेट किए हुए हैं कि अगर उनको पकड़ना पड़ता है तो वो किस तरह से जो है वो कर रहे होंगे. लेकिन ये तमाम की तमाम चीज़ें जो हैं ये मैनेजमेंट बाय ऑब्जेक्टिव से रिलेटेड है. मैनेजमेंट बाय ऑब्जेक्टिव्स बेसिकली हमने पहले भी इसको डिस्कस किया हुआ है, आपने HRM की क्लास में भी इसको जो है वो डिस्कस किया होगा कि यहाँ पे जो है वो तमाम के तमाम जो परफॉर्मेंस स्टैंडर्ड्स जो चेक हो रहे होते हैं या आपकी अल्टीमेटली जो परफॉर्मेंस चेक हो रही होती है वो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स के थ्रू हो रही होती है. मींस कि जो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स जो बनते हैं, जैसा कि हमने आपकी जो स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट के चैप्टर के अंदर पढ़ा था कि हम जो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स बना रहे होते हैं वो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स जो हैं वो अपनी मिशन स्टेटमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की उससे रिलेटेड बना रहे होते हैं. तो उन्हीं ऑब्जेक्टिव्स की बेस पे हम तमाम के तमाम काम भी करवा रहे होते हैं अपने एम्प्लॉयज़ से, और उन्हीं की बेस पे उसकी परफॉर्मेंस को जो है वो चेक भी किया जा रहा होता है. तो ये चीज़ जो है ये चीज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट थी. ये इसका ओवरव्यू था. मैं अगले जो है इसके अंदर हम इसकी डिटेल के अंदर जाते हैं, इन विच वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट व्हाट द एक्चुअली द अकाउंटेबिलिटीज़ आर, and then we will discuss about the objectives, and then we will discuss about the performance standards. So stay tuned. Thank you.